Nessa girl. Let me turn this music off. I was in here juking the slow jazz radio on Apple Music. At any rate, Nessa girl, it's 7:35 on Monday morning, and the doll is calling y'all with the Basketball Wives review. I'm apologizing for it being late. Normally I do it early in the morning, y'all, but I just could not find the motivation to call y'all during this good sunny Monday with this bullshit from these stare late ass old 90s hoes, okay? I'm like Tammy Roman, bitch. I'm just over these hoes. I'm not going to Amsterdam. I don't want to go. I barely even want to film. I barely even want to review these hoes, but I made, and quiet as a skep, this don't even have nothing to do with y'all and everything to do with the fact that I made a personal vow to myself at the start of the year to honor my word and just be more consistent, because me being consistent was an issue that I was having not only in this YouTube life but in my personal life. So I'm just really working on, if I say I'm gonna do something, to sticking to my word, and this is me honoring my commitments. At any rate, let's just get into these basketball wives from last night. I loved when Jackie, CeCe, and OG went down to the spa. Shouts out to OG, because somebody from that cast or production pulled OG to the side, because if y'all notice, OG don't look as bad as she was looking. Quiet as it's kept, I really have nothing to say about OG's looks at this point. She got a good wig from somewhere. You better not throw up back there, buddy. Oh, she looked good. Dog don't throw me. He got a corner behind my sofa that when he gets sick, and if he can't get out the door quick enough, he go over there and throw up. And they just sprayed the grass, and it never fails. Whenever they spray the grass, he like to eat it. The pesticide. Nevertheless, okay, yeah, you sit your ass right there. OG looked it real good. Oh, child, child, I had to skip the whole part. At any rate, the episode opens up with Jackie and Malaysia doing facial masks on one another, and then Jackie uses her neck massager and puts it on Malaysia's arm. And when Malaysia was like, where you put that at? Bitch, I hollered. That shit was funny to me. But I did enjoy that dialogue Malaysia and Jackie had about the other girls, about Jen not going, about just wanting to have a good time, and about she and Jackie being in a great place. Moving right along, OG comes home from... She had that big ass bag like she was coming home from the designer store, but we know good and goddamn well, OG, that ain't where you was coming from. You probably got that bag out the production van. That's probably the bag they had all them rose petals and candles in. Nevertheless, girl, then the bag was collapsing as you was walking up the stairs. It didn't look like it had no weight to it. Nevertheless, I'ma play along. OG walks in the house and Kwame surprises her, which was really nice. And then she was like, talking to him, and he was like, I've been thinking about things, and I've been thinking about the next step in our relationship. And she was like, whoa, are you thinking about proposal? Bitch, hell no, he ain't thinking about no goddamn proposal, OG. And quiet as it's kept, you really need to pay attention to what the fuck is going on. You've been laying the pressure really thick on this man to get married. And for whatever it's worth, right now he is enjoying you. I personally feel like Kwame made that step to move in with OG to pacify her and to quell her asking him about getting engaged and getting married. He's like, let's move in first. So OG, I'm here to let you know that whole let's move in shit, that's supposed to silence you for a solid 2 years. And I hope like hell that Kwame truly is being sincere and that I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I really want OG to get what she wants, but I just know the way men operate, and I really just feel like he's having fun with her, he's enjoying it, he ain't got nobody else right now. He enjoys her mothering him, because there's a lot of mothering going on in that relationship. And yeah, let me make this hoe shut up and move in with her. That's what I gather. And it's like, this could go one of two ways, OG. It can convince him to marry you, or it could go, why buy the cow when I can drink the milk for free? Y'all already fucking. You see what I'm saying? Now this nigga about to move in. Y'all about to move in together. And y'all about to lay up and play house. And OG, I just hope like hell, if you're going to run the risk of playing house, then the moment y'all move in together, that motherfucker paying every bill in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are the one taking on the most risk. You better get something out the damn deal. That's all I'm saying. If you gonna move in with him, under these circumstances, you better make sure his ass paying all the damn bills. And that's just true tea, bitch. From an old lady sitting under a tree. Jackie stopping by to see Tammy before they went to Amsterdam. Child, Tammy was like, child, y'all better come film me before I get ready to go on stage for something else. Let's just come do a quick 5-minute scene. Oh, Tammy, we want you to go. Oh, I gotta stay home with Reggie. Let me tell y'all something. Tammy been doing this long enough. Reggie, grown man ass, would be fine for a week or two. Tammy ass just ain't going. Tammy is over this shit just as much as I am. She over this. She over y'all hoes. And you know what? For whatever it's worth, Tammy is trying to better herself in the sense that, bitch, y'all don't have me go to every vacation and beat somebody up or get in a fight. And I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm exercising the gift of foresight, and I already see if I go out of town, I'm gonna end up diving on Jen or whooping Evelyn ass, and I'm just not here for it. So girl, y'all go ahead, fool la la around in Amsterdam and call me later. All right. And hats off to Tammy. Know your worth. Know what you about. And I do the same thing. I will not go to a whole birthday party because there's one or two people that I don't fuck with. I'm too old to put myself in situations that are going to be hostile or make me uncomfortable. I'll pass on this one. Call me when it's just y'all two hanging out and we'll roll. And it ain't got to be a big thing. Kristen, I want to spend the next 2 minutes on you. You are a fucked up switch out bitch. Like, you are so fucking weak. You so fucking thirsty. You want the approval of Shaunie and Evelyn so fucking bad that it has made you just become somebody I cannot fucking respect. I don't give a fuck. CeCe is your husband's father's girlfriend. For lack of a better term, she's your stepmom. I don't give a fuck what y'all going through. How in the fuck you gonna sit on a bus out of town and let Evelyn sit in your face and talk about your family member like that, and you laughing and not saying anything, or not at a minimum, even if you agree with everything she's saying, stop it, Evelyn. And here's the fucked up thing. That's just the part we caught on camera. The fact that Evelyn was so comfortable doing CeCe like that in front of you means that you have set the environment, the landscape, and created an atmosphere where she felt comfortable enough doing it. I'm going to tell you something, and I have said this before in the past. I will never give a bitch license to sit down and talk about somebody I know, love, or respect in front of my goddamn face. And all it has to go like this. You pull Evelyn to the side. And it's like, listen, Evelyn, I understand that you and CeCe are not seeing eye to eye. Me and CeCe are not seeing eye to eye, but that is still my family, and just from a respect level, can you not do that in front of me? I know that I can't keep you from talking about her, and I'm not trying to. All I ask is that if you're interested in continuing a friendship with me, that you don't badmouth my family in front of me. Like, come on. I don't care if you mad with her or not. You don't let nobody come in and badmouth your fucking family. Honestly and truthfully, you talk about CeCe don't come around your house and see your kid, this, that, and the third. If I was CeCe after I saw this episode, yeah, I come around your house and see your kid and kick your ass in front of your damn kid. You petty, childish bitch, you. Malaysia getting your ass on it. I'm going to tell you something. I could bounce back from a lot of shit, but that right there, what you just did, that's in your bone marrow. You fucked up. And Tammy should have been on that bus, because it took a bitch like Tammy to let you know you was dead ass motherfucking wrong, young ass bitch. Ooh. Now I'm gonna have to get in here and fry some more damn chicken. And the other thing I didn't like, Evelyn has been a bully and a mean girl and part of that sorority clique shit for so long, she knows exactly what to do. Evelyn, why are you on the bus trying to make Shaunie mad with CeCe? You got an issue with CeCe, then you're making it a point to keep bringing up, and she didn't speak to you, and she didn't speak to you, trying to get Shaunie riled up, trying to corral people on your side so you can build a clique around CeCe. That's the shit you do. And Evelyn, you too fucking old. Like, you know, Evelyn, I want to rock with you because you one of the OGs, but I just, like, Evelyn, I have to ask a question. Your daughter is now the age that you were, like, when you started coming into the life and fucking all the athletes and being a hoe around all the leagues. Like, how would you like it if your daughter was any of the bitches that you ended up bullying on the show? Because quiet as it's kept, I look at your daughter's demeanor and she don't give me Pitbull in the skirt the way you do. She actually gives me more of a laid back, relaxed, passive energy. So if anything, minus the fact that she got cars and jewelry and you her mama, she would most likely end up being the bitch that get bullied in the group. And I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes God don't get you back, he get your kids because of your transgressions. You need to fucking be careful. That shit ain't cute. And it definitely ain't cute because you damn near 50. Like, enough is enough already. And that's why I can't watch this damn shit. And another thing, Shaunie, you just sit there and let bitches do fucked up shit in front of you, and you're complicit in your silence because you pull this whole, that's her, I'm staying out of it. Yeah, like, girl, fuck you too. Tammy telling her daughters, oh, no. I will say this though, after I just went in on Evelyn, she did have one point. Now, when they got to the hotel and they were sitting down in the group, Kristen had the shades on and she just had her face all scrunched up and shit. And it's like, okay, mama, nobody deserves your attitude. Like, if you're not gonna come down and participate and smile and be cordial, or hell, at a minimum, be fake, then carry your ass to your room. But I think I don't like when people, and listen, you knew what the situation was. You still chose to participate. The least you could do is be pleasant, sitting up there. Like, that shit make people want to pick on your ass. Tammy telling her daughter she not getting married. And one of the daughters, did y'all find it odd when one of the daughters referred to her father as Kenny? She called him Kenny. Now, granted, I know that he neglected them, and rightfully so. I'm not judging. It just struck me out that she didn't refer to him as my father or my dad. She referred to him as Kenny. I don't know if it was Jazz or Lyric who was saying, it's kind of messed up to make that man wait when this is what he wants. Mama got a little sense, like, Reggie is a good man and he's being patient, but Tammy, it's kind of like, at this point, you've got to get decisive, because I don't know that any man is going to afford you to throw another wrench in the game as big as the one you threw. But I'm glad that Reggie is seeing you through with that. Who y'all want to see smoke the weed? Shaunie cool on the weed. I can tell Shaunie cool and laid back. She probably get her dildo and play, gospel music in the back and pleasure herself. Evelyn need to stop fucking lying. She done did the weed and some of every damn thing else. I want to see Jackie on the weed. Malaysia look like she cool on the weed. Kristen, I don't give a fuck about no more. I want to see CeCe on the weed. I think CeCe and Jackie together on the weed, and we get why OG ain't fucking with it. OG is an athlete, and a lot of those athletes, they either do all the drugs or they don't do none at all. And OG strikes me as the type that she don't put nothing in her body that she ain't supposed to. I will say this though, Evelyn, you set that argument off at that table in classic bullying Evelyn style, because like, the door wasn't even open for that. You just started it, but since you started it, I mean, hell, Now, what I have an issue with, I have an issue when people create arguments over shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. You started with CeCe about her not speaking to Shaunie. Shaunie don't need you to speak for her. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a pussy move to me because you was really mad about the Tweedledum, but you had to make sure that when you got the shit started, that Shaunie didn't remain neutral. You know, as she has a tendency to do, you wanted to solidify the fact that Shaunie was going to be on your side when the shit popped off. You a crafty bitch. You crafty as fuck, and you know what you doing after all these seasons, Evelyn from the block. So you went on with that, then you asked, and then the other thing I don't like, I don't know if it's the way Kristen related to you or what. That girl was not saying y'all don't work. Now, she was taking the dig and she was minimizing what the fuck y'all do. She was basically saying, listen, bitch, I was somebody before this reality TV stuff. I had it going on, and you're somebody because of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's true tea, and that shit hurt y'all. And I ain't trying to be funny or offend nobody that watches me that ain't go to college. But you can always tell a bitch that's insecure about not having a degree or having any kind of professional skill set, because the first thing they want to do is be like, don't nobody give a fuck about your degree. A degree ain't everything. Yes, it is, bitch. Yes, the fuck it is, bitch. Bitch, it's social currency. Let me down. I'm gonna fucked around and got mad. Don't fucking marginalize the fact that I was disciplined enough to go sit my ass at somebody's university and do something for 4 years that you couldn't do. Yes, it is, bitch, okay? The same way a face and titties and a bodycon dress and new teeth make you a bad bitch and make you more desirable socially, so does a motherfucking degree. Don't get it twisted, and you know that. That's why y'all get so, a degree ain't everything. Oh, you think you all that because you went to college. Did, do, nah. Moving right along, girl. Whoo. Don't do that. Because, bitch, reality TV ain't an option for everybody. You want a surefire way to at least guarantee you gonna make $50,000, $60,000 a year and be able to take care of your kids? Carry your ass to college. Okay. Ooh. I had to calm down. I had to calm down. Head done got stirred up in my real life. Nevertheless, then Evelyn went on, and now we got to talk about this Lily situation. The girl called y'all Tweedledee and Tweedledum. This what I don't understand about Evelyn, and OG said it best in her confessional with the African hat on. Shouts out to OG with the popcorn hat. It was real cute. She said Evelyn wants respect from everybody at every moment of the day, but she don't give it. Now, Evelyn, you're able to sit back and call people names and say whatever the fuck you want to say to people. The minute somebody does the same thing you do and it gets back to you, then you blow it all out of proportion. Here's what I'm really starting to think. Evelyn, you just ain't got no storyline, so being mad with CeCe is the only thing you got to do. You cannot tell me that you are sitting at home mad because this lady called y'all Tweedledee and Tweedledum. As many hoes as you insinuated this woman was, you the one started the whole happy ending thing. Fuck the fact that you apologized. You started it. You see what I'm saying? Then you keep talking about keep my name out your mouth, and I don't talk about you because I don't care. But every time you taking a scroll with Porky Pig looking ass, Shaunie ass, you bashing the lady. You was talking about her on the bus. What do you mean you don't talk about her? Yes, the fuck you do. And I'm not saying that you doing anything that don't nobody else do, but I hate the fact that Evelyn, you hold people to the goddamn cross for the same behaviors that they learned from you. All these years of basketball wives, like, bitch, you are delusional and won't nobody check your ass. And the only reason that you are so upset with Tammy is because Tammy is the only bitch on that cast that'll give your ass the fucking business. And Shaunie need to fucking be honest with your ass the fuck sometimes too and stop kissing it. You know what I'm saying? Because even though she the executive producer, Evelyn is still running the goddamn show as far as I'm concerned. Calling that lady Lily. Now, you know, it was a racist joke, but here's how I feel about it. Like, CeCe called her something first. She called her Evelyn. So then she called you Lily. And you know me, yeah, Evelyn shit was wrong as fuck, but you can't do wrong to a motherfucker and tell them how mad to get. Had you not called me Evelyn, I wouldn't have called your ass Lily. Nah. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a wash. Don't get mad because you threw a rock and I threw a mountain. You shouldn't have threw the rock. That's how I feel about it. Shouts out to Shaunie and Evelyn with the Gucci sponsorship, because you know normally when they wear something with a logo on, they clear it out, they blurb it out. Like I said, Evelyn say she don't talk about CeCe, but that's exactly what she was sitting there doing with Shaunie. Shaunie gained some cool points with me though, because Shaunie pulled the move that I pulled. So when Evelyn revealed to Shaunie that she invited Jen on the trip, Shaunie was like, and for what? I feel like she needs to talk to you in Malaysia outside of Shaunie, outside of Tammy. Okay, and she had to fly halfway across the world to do this. Shaunie told that bitch straight up, I ain't got nothing to say to her. I'm through, I'm done, I don't want to talk to her. You just set your friend up. She wasted her damn time flying halfway across the country to try to have a conversation with me that I didn't even want to have with her in LA. Jen stupid as fuck and setting herself up for embarrassment. I do have a question though. Evelyn is riding so hard for Jen and trying to get her back in Shaunie's good graces so bad. And I'm just curious to know why. I mean, just last season when Evelyn came back, she made it a point to block Jen from being able to film. Rumor has it she told her she will not come back if Jen gets a contract. And obviously Evelyn is more desirable from the fans. But I'm curious to know why Evelyn has such a vested interest in Jennifer being back in Shaunie's good graces. And I really think it has something to do with Evelyn knowing that Shaunie holds the keys to the future. And I think it might be some other stuff in the making Shaunie's got coming up that the girls can be a part of, and she don't want Jen to miss out on it. And that's why she's working so hard to get her girl in the crew. And here's the thing, that's what friends do, right? If I know the group about to hit a lick and you my friend and I love you, I want you to be a part of it too. I'm not even mad at Evelyn for fighting for Jen, because that's what friends are supposed to do. But you know, the shit's just getting a little taxing, and you crossing some boundaries, Evelyn. At any rate, that's a girl. Y'all drop that in the comments and let me know how y'all feel. I'm gonna get in here and call y'all about Insecure. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you get all the messages, and I'll call you later. Bye.